Wait! You see, the whole...
Manmohan Desai as a man is as he is as a filmmaker. He's great fun, he's crazy.
पढ़े इनसे किसी का ना पाला पाला गोविंदा आला रे आला जरा मटकी संभाल
I don't need logic. I don't believe in logic. And what I don't believe in, I can't ask my audience to believe.
तेरे हाथ में...
Action! She starts going, we go with her. That camera is going to catch. I'm going this way.
अच्छा वो वहाँ से पेपर निकाल दो.
Yeah, okay, you stop here. Saas. You see the door? Yeah. I'll tell him, boom, Mahesh. Then you move. Till then you don't move.
During 1988, Manmohan Desai was busy completing Ganga Jamuna Saraswati, shooting scenes in his inimitable style. He had announced that Ganga Jamuna Saraswati would be the last film he would direct. This particular outdoor sequence was with Jayaprada, one of the heroines of the film.
Take care of the thing on the top, eh? Action! Mahesh! Yes, come! Got it!
The film, when released, was a box office disappointment, a rare failure for a Manmohan Desai product. But in spite of it, in the glamour world of Bombay showbiz, Manmohan Desai still occupies a preeminent position. A superstar director, he has track record remains the envy of his colleagues. Single-handedly, he has given more mega hits than any contemporary Hindi film director. For an imperial dream merchant, his beginnings were modest. He grew up on his father's swashbucklers and adventure films, and cinema was to become an inevitable profession, as it was a family tradition.
Filmmaking is in my family. Our family dates back to 1931 when my father, late Mr. Kikubhai Desai, he produced about 32 films. Of course, there were stunt films. He made about 32 films between 1931 and 41. He died in 41. Then my mother and brother, they became distributors. Then my brother started producing films. So I told my brother, no, look, I want to college and I want to join films. So I became an assistant director to my guru, Mr. Babu Mistry. Then my brother said, yeah, are you ready for an independent break? I said, sure. Whom would you like? I said, I'm a great fan of Mr. Raj Kapoor and Nutan. Could you give me this artist? He approached them and I got them. And that's how my career was launched in 59. Now normally Raj Saab used to have Mr. Satyanarayan as the dance director. So when he came on the set, he said, where is Mr. Satyanarayan? I said, what on earth do you need him for? It's a song. I'll picture as a song. So you? I said, yeah. I said, I've studied you so well in Avara. I've seen your Avara 14 times. I've been seeing your films. I'm a great fan of yours, so I'll know what expressions I want of you. So I pictured a song at Central Studios, which is the air conditioning market now. I pictured it in 3 days, no dance editor, nothing. And I was bubbling with, our youth on my side. And I pictured the song in 3 days. Beautiful taking, beautiful expressions I got. I said, look, you should do in that film this expression. In Avara you did this, I want that expression. Then my brother had the song edited. He took it to RK. He showed it to Raj Saab. And I believe he saw it 4 times. At that time he was working in some films of Mr. Nanda, Mr. R.C. Talwar and these people. He showed them the songs. He said, look, this is the boy, this is the work of a boy of 23-year-old. No dance editor, nothing. He said, your brother is on.
छलिया मेरा नाम छलिया मेरा नाम छलिया मेरा नाम छलिया मेरा नाम हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई सबको मेरा सलाम हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई सबको मेरा सलाम छलिया मेरा नाम हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई सबको मेरा सलाम छलिया मेरा नाम.
I should tell him, look, I want you to do what you do always. Like you sang that song, said, मेरे टूटे हुए दिल से कोई तो आज ये पूछे कि तेरा हाल क्या है
कि तेरा हाल क्या है मेरे टूटे हुए दिल से कोई तो आज किस्मत तेरी रीत निराली चलिए को छलने वाली फूल खिला तो टूटी डाली जिसे उल्फत समझ बैठा मेरी नजरों का धोखा था किसी की क्या खता है किसी की क्या खता है मेरे टूटे हुए दिल से कोई तो
Despite the modest success of Chhalia, Manmohan Desai was not inundated with work, and he learnt the bitter lesson that hard struggle was as much a part of show business as optimism and patience.
People forgot about Chhalia, and there I was back with no work. This very building when I'm sitting here now, I had to reside down the ground floor. I had to sit at the window for months and months together waiting for a producer to come. So I had no work for about 3 years, 4 years, then I had to write script. I wrote the script of Rajkumar. I wrote the script of Vada with my friend Mr. Vinubhai Kothari. I had a lot of time on my hand. And then I had an offer to direct a mythological film. My wife said, no, no way. Once you get branded in a mythological, you won't be able to get back into social. We'll manage our household somehow. We'll find out, we'll fight out. We'll sell anything we have, but you don't wait, a break will come. And then thanks to my friend Shammi Kapoor, he offered me a film called Badtameez. It was an incomplete film because the late Bhagwan Das Verma died. And he asked me to complete it. And I got going with that film. I completed that film, changed the script, completed. And thanks to Shammi, I got a film, and the film did fairly well. I was back again in business. In that I met, during the making of the film, I met an actor called Mr. Kamal Mehra. He offered me a film called Kismat. And that's how things started rolling. And I made a film called Vada. That was about 8 reels completed. It was the most brilliant script. One of the most brilliant scripts ever to have hit the Indian screen. I could have said that. After Mother India and Andas, they could have said one of the most brilliant scripts. But that film was not destined to see the light of the day. After 8 reels, it was scrapped. The producer couldn't make it. But if you see the 8 reels now, they are mind-boggling. And what I am little today, Manmohan Desai, I could have been then with that film. But I was not destined to be this Manmohan Desai. I had to wait till the 70s to become this Manmohan Desai.
His black and white films were apprenticeships. He was learning the ropes, as it were. But even if Badtameez and Bluff Master fared averagely at the box office, it made one thing very clear. The young director had an intuitive feel for the ways of street life. He could go out on the street and capture the infectious spirit of its celebrations.
The Govinda Ala Re Ala. I've been singing since childhood. As a matter of fact, I used to participate in that Govinda in my bunian and shorts, and I used to go and dance, and my mother used to send the servant to bring me back. So I said, one day this festival, I'll bring it on the screen, and I brought it in Bluff Master. Nobody before, nobody since had the guts to picture Govinda Ala Re Ala in the streets of Bombay. The very streets you are seeing down here now are pictured with Shammi Kapoor in the very streets of Gaiwadi, Khetwadi, all these lanes and by lanes. We shot live this song.
Govinda Ala Re Ala Zara Matki Sambhal Brij Bala Govinda Ala Re Ala Zara Matki Sambhal Brij Bala Are ek do aur teen char sang 5 6 7 hain gwala Are ek do aur teen char sang 5 6 7 hain gwala Govinda Ala Re Ala Zara matki sambhal brij bala माखन के चोरों की सेना ओ आई माखन के चोरों की सेना ओ जरा बच के संभल के जी रहना ओ जरा बच के संभल के जी रहना बड़ी नटखट है फौज कहीं आई जो मौज बड़ी नटखट है फौज कहीं आई जो मौज नहीं बचने का कोई भी ताला ताला गोविंदा आला रे आला जरा मटकी संभाल ब्रिज वाला गोविंदा आला रे आला जरा मटकी संभाल
was only a matter of time before Manmohan Desai was taken seriously, and his filmography grew rapidly. His early films were made with the popular stars of those days, including the likes of Dharmendra and Rajesh Khanna, with whom he teamed in some great super-hit commercial films. But it was with Amitabh Bachchan that a distinct phase in Manmohan Desai's film career was to begin. The Manmohan Desai contribution to Amitabh's invincible screen persona has been substantial. The two have formed an enduring actor-director team.
Camera, clap, 18 take 1. Chalo.
जब माँ ने इसे बहू मान लिया है, भगवान ने इसे स्वीकार कर लिया है, तो इनकार करने वाला तू कौन, मैं कौन, ये समाज कौन? अब इससे पहले कि मेरी दूसरी गोली तुम्हारे सीने को छीननी कर दे, चला जा यहाँ से.
There is a gutter. Now there's a video library. For many years, for 20-25 years, there used to be illicit den operating there. There used to be a character with that cap and a leather jacket. क्यों देसाई कहता ही दिखता ही नहीं यार, स्कूल में बहुत जाता है, मैच बैट खेलता ही कि नहीं? I like that character. I like that language. So I'll use it someday, and I did.
It was so much Bombay, the language. And he was so confident. And he used to tell me during the making of the film, when this film is released, people are not going to call you Amitabh, they're going to call you Anthony Bhai. And he was so... Normally he's so meticulous, you know, you can't even raise a finger out of place or out of tune. Unless you're able to give him a much, much better alternative, he will not agree to doing what he already has asked you to do. So I was very surprised that he did give me this freedom.
Then when he said, Charo, जब माँ ने इसे बहू मान लिया, ये कर लिया, वो कर, I'm still moving forward to her, closer to her. Then physically एक वो होता है. That means I'm going towards to accept her.
होना चाहिए.
मैं moving back from there. Feels कि चलो हो गई बात, हाँ चलो जो भाई हो गया.
अगर ऐसा हो, ऐसा अगर चेंज करना हो,
अभी मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि यहाँ आया जब उसने अहिल्या और राम वाला पार्ट डाला, बोला तब मैंने डिसाइड किया कि नहीं यार. I'm moving forward, closer. चीज़ें आपने क्यों किया? हमारे में तुम्हारे कुछ फर्ज है, वहीं पर उसको करना चाहिए. सुना था अहिल्या होता है. नहीं समझ. मैं एक मामूली इंसान हूँ. मैं अपने दिल में तुम्हें चुनने की जगह नहीं दे सकता. फिर ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि हम लोग पहले वो सीन दिखाएं, आइटम पिक्चर, वो कट करें. देखिए ऐसा हुआ कि हमने एक और ऑल्टरनेटिव शूट किया, उसे भी आप देख लीजिए. कट. फिर उसके बाद वापस चले गए ऑडियंस, ब्लैंक स्क्रीन ऑडियंस. क्या लगा आपको, कैसा लगा? कहाँ से हम लोग शुरू करें फिर से?
कोई ऑडियंस भी नहीं है, खाली किसको पूछेंगे सब. चलो ready, 1 year. I've always been labeled, that man makes Lost and Found. I think before I was born there was Lost and Found. The first film that comes to my mind is Kismet, Bombay Talkies film Kismet, which was a tremendous runaway hit, and I was told that it ran for about 100 weeks with Ashok Kumar Leela Chitnis. That was Lost and Found. Then came Avara, which is still Raj Kapoor's greatest film. That is again Lost and Found. I come into the picture much later. I come to the film way back in the 70s, Lost and Found.
The mother is another ideal emotional center. In his film, the woman as a sweetheart or wife is not given due status, but the mother is an icon to be worshipped, and she is strong even in her suffering.
I lost my father when I was only 4. I hardly even remember what he looked like rather. So I adored and admired my mother for the way she fought back in life. With our meager earnings, she gave me good education, everything I wanted to do in life, sports and everything. She brought me up. I have glorified my mother. My mother has proved it in real life. She has proved it in real life, the way she has raised her children. So I said, let me bring up part of it on the screen. And in India, a mother is the central figure, always in a home. Mother plays a very important part. That's why Mehboob Khan's film, Mother India, was such a big hit. The central figure is the mother.
Like all great directors of spectacle films, Manmohan Desai's stylization of action scenes gives him that extra audience participation.
They expect full entertainment. They want to see the same thing over and over again. They will want to see Lost and Found. They'll want to see good songs. They'll want to see well-picturized songs. They'll want to see action. They'll want to see some new item in the film. They want everything what they have seen before, they must see it again. That's definite. Like there is a brand, like when you go to see a Hitchcock film, you will go with a definite mind, you are seeing a murder mystery. You're not going to see a romantic film of Alfred Hitchcock. When you go to see a film of Cecil B. DeMille, you go with an expectation you're going to see big grandeur. Now they cannot deceive the audience. You cannot play the fool with them. Like Billy Wilder said in his book, never cheat an audience. Don't swim against the current. Don't try to change the image of the actor too much. They come fully prepared that they have come to see a film with this thing in mind. It's a Hitchcock film, they have come to see a murder mystery. Give it to them.
Sometimes think him to be a little silly, perhaps, at moments, at times. But he has always proved them wrong. Because Manmohan Desai, as a person, as a human being, I think caters to the common man, the average man in our society. The needs, the wants, the frustrations, the desires, the expectations of this common man comes through in his stories in a glorified, well-presented manner.
In my work, there is a method in my madness. They call me, I make films which have no logic. I said, I don't need logic. I don't believe in logic. And what I don't believe in, I can't ask my audience to believe in. But there is a method. There is a cause and the consequences. So I keep to that. And the madness method is how much proportion should be kept of each. So action, emotion, comedy, drama, music. Somehow, so far, I've been able to formulate these things in the right degree, in right proportion, so it's accepted.
For a man whose career has been spent spinning incredible dreams, Manmohan Desai lives in a modest, middle-class locality of central Bombay. A movie tycoon who lives among the people he knows intimately, in the crowded chawls and the alleyways of the neighborhood he grew up in.
And if you know Ketwari, it's where the average man, the common man of the city comes from. And he still continues to live there, despite his success, his tremendous success. He still continues to live there. I think it speaks volumes for the man because he doesn't want to cut himself away from his upbringing, from where he grew up, from where he genuinely believes. And if you've seen his place, you can... Ketwari is a place where you can virtually stretch your hand out and touch your neighbor.
डाउट केम છે તમારો डाउट ओके ये लोग જોવા માંગે છે હું કहाँ રહ્યો તો કોણ હતું મારી સાથે તે વખતના મેં અમારા ખાસ અમારા છે ગમનભાઈ રોહિત ઓલ્ડ ટાઈમર્સ lot of people have seen me grow up here from the age of 4. The best part of it is when I used to break the glasses then they used to fire me. Hey Manmohan, you have broken the glass now, come on, pay us this money. Now when I break the glasses, no, it's okay, ठीक है चलता है काट छोड़ो कोई नहीं, there is no harm. That's the difference between that Manmohan Desai and this Manmohan Desai now.
Manmohan Desai as a man is as he is as a filmmaker. He's great fun, he's crazy. He springs various surprises at you, things that you're not ready for. And he's a great entertainer. He's a nice person, very warm-hearted. And being such a big man, he's not conceited, he's not pompous, he's a very down-to-earth person. And he's crazy, I think.
He's very confident about himself and he's doing a perfect job. And I'm too small to tell about him, but he's a super person. I said it's my dream to work with him.
Oh, so nice.
चलो ट्रॉली लगा
Very hard. Otherwise.
One more chance. You promise?
You're with me. You should be my concern. I'm happy to Jande.
This is Ketan, your son. Yes. Your one and only son.
Not one and only.
Legally,
son.
Legally one. Please look at him.
I have looked at him.
You know him?
Yes, I know him very well.
You don't have amnesia, no?
He thinks I don't know him, but I know him better than he knows him.
You don't have amnesia or anything? No. ऐसा तो नहीं है जैसे पिक्चर में उसका amnesia हो जाता है ऐसे आपको भी. ये आपके बेटे हैं. ये तूफान बना है. अच्छा. अमिताभ. चल मेरी याद रखेगा.
चलना.
नेक्स्ट पिक्चर में गाँव मिलेगा. और ये जया जी हैं इस पिक्चर की अभी देख लीजिए अच्छी तरह नोट कर लीजिए दिस इज सन
क्या कहा?
फैमिली पोर्ट्रेट के लिए
अच्छा बहुत
चलिए साहब
The deep bond with his son Ketan and his grandchildren typifies Manmohan Desai. Like his films, which he makes for family audiences, he is essentially a family man who spends his leisure time with his grandchildren or playing cricket.
He is basically a man young at heart, and as someone says it, you're as old as you feel. He is as young as he feels. In fact, I would rather say he's a little bit younger than me. He moves faster than me, he talks, walks, everything about him is action-packed. I mean, he's totally action-oriented.
Manmohan Desai had married early, and the premature death of his wife Jeevan was a shattering blow. During that traumatic phase, he almost gave up filmmaking.
स्मशान वैराग जिसको कहते हैं, जब आदमी स्मशान में जाता है, cremation, when he sees the fire burning, that time he wants to renounce the world. He feels he wants to do everything good in life. That's known as, that word is the Smashan Vairag. That's a temporary phase. I was undergoing the temporary phase, but then my son, now the center figure in my life is my son. He's everything to me and I'm everything to him. And he goaded me on, coaxed me, goaded me. Come on, Dad, the interval of your life is over. Now the second half starts, and your second half is always very good. Come on, start your second half. I'm always dreaming. Like when Gavaskar is batting, I visualize I'm batting on that pitch. When somebody like Anup Jalota is singing, I believe I'm singing. So I always dream, and I put up these dreams, I fantasize, and I put up these dreams on celluloid. They'll realize the value of the entertainment that I made. They will realize the amount of labor and ingenuity, the ideas that I put in my films. It goes like a famous song was there of Mohammad Rafi. Dil ka suna saaz, tarana dhundega. Mujhko mere baaz zamana dhundega. I'm still too vibrant, still too lively, still too active in life. I'll never sit still. I don't think so. And I would like to remain this way as long as I can. And when I can't, when I have to sit in a chair, not get up, that's the time I should go.